Okay, hello everyone. Okay, for this video I am going to go through and review and demonstrate these water brushes. I have two different ones here. This one is the Derwent H2o brush. I have not used this one yet. And I just put it across this darker paper so that you can see what the actual shape of the brush is. And then there is this one, and this is the, let me see if I can get this right, Kuretake, don't ask me to do that one, Kuretake maybe, I don't know, but it was made in Japan. And this one is the middle size, and I have used this one, which you can kind of tell because there is water still in the barrel. So just from the looks of this, I do prefer this one. Part of it is the color. I do love these colors. But also the overall, just the silhouette of it is a bit nicer. Whereas this one, it's kind of chunky and it's like they started adding things in all over the place. Like I'm not sure why this is here yet. There might be a good reason. I don't know. It doesn't seem to really do anything for it. And I don't like the look of this around the cap. Another thing I do like about this is that this part is clear. So if something goes wrong, you want to know the feedback. I mean, yeah, this one, it's like, oh, I don't know how this works. This one, it shows you how it works. So if something were to go wrong, I would feel better because I'd be able to know why. Whereas this one, it would just be like, I don't know, it just doesn't work anymore. Also, this kind of hurt. Like, that actually hurt to pull it off. It wasn't really all that great feedback on that. But it seems to work the same way. And I'm just noticing now that this is actually pointed off towards the side, which naughty Derwent. But it unlocks basically the same. If you can see any of that. And then there's this one, and this one actually does come with packaging. It's just, since I've used it, I didn't save it. And then that one, it's much more, I don't know, clean. It still has like a locking, and it still has that click feedback, but it doesn't hurt, which is a plus. Oh, and then also the opening of these barrels are slightly different. This one, it's much thinner, as you can see right there, whereas this one, it seems to be a bit more open, so I'm guessing this one would be easier to fill. Usually, I just put this one under the faucet, but I'm going to try and taking it out of my water cup today. Hopefully that works. And then for the demonstration, oh, and another thing on the Derwent, when I was going through and buying them, I had to go through a couple of them and look at the tip, because they didn't seem to all be very consistent or pointy, and one actually looked like it needed to have some excess material on the tip cut off. But this one is the size 2, and then this one, I believe it's the medium size. For this one comes like in a small, medium, and large. I believe this is the medium size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw lines in both the Derwent Watercolor set, featured here, and the tinted graphite tint 24 by Derwent. I have used this one once, and this one I've had for years. And they work slightly differently. So, for example, this is what the watercolors look like. And I'm going to draw, let's see, we'll use this magenta 22, and this is just a scrap piece of watercolor paper. And then in the graphite, I'm going to use probably one of the blues because I love those colors. this one. This one is Shadow number 5. Yeah, the nice thing about these is they've got like such a nice muted range of colors, but they really start coming out when you've got the water to mix it with. So, cover that up. Test number 1, trying to put the water into the Japanese water brush. So let's see how that works. Okay. It doesn't seem to suck very much up when you squeeze it, but it should be enough for this demonstration to see how the tips go. And then just screw that back in. Okay, and the Derwent, and mind you, the tip on that Japanese one was slightly colored because I had used it before, like any pencil. Okay, that one was a bit easier to fill. But I mean, either way, you could probably fill it in the faucet. Okay, so I'm going to label these once again with the graph here. Is that how you spell it? Derwent? Yep. I can't write very well because my stand is getting in the way. Kuretake, maybe? Oh, no. Okay, so we are going to start out with the Kuretake. So since I haven't done anything yet, I haven't squeezed it, it's still dry. Let's see. See how this works, because I haven't, there we go. Well, I just kind of squeezed out some drops. Pretty good control once it gets going. It's not too bad. It's pretty fun. But I mean, that's kind of the same as what you could get with just a pencil. The good thing is, and I'm not going to demonstrate on these, is that you can fill them with colors and, you know, do whatever you want with that, because there's so much that you could do with that. Okay. Let's see if that will kind of clear out. Okay, so I mean, it's got like a slight tint to it now, but that's not too bad. Okay, now we're going to do it on the tinted graphite here. Okay, so pretty good. And like I said, I mean, it's picking up a little bit of color in the brush, but that would be typical for white brushes, or white bristled brushes. And I am expecting to have to like just store them open so that they can dry out. So now let's go for the Derwent. Let's see, how does, oh, same way. Leaves like a giant blob of water there. Pretty much the same otherwise. Let's see if we can rinse that out a little bit so we can start. Ooh, is that leaking? Can't tell. We'll see if it is. And then this one's on that tinted graphite. And this little dot right here was already on the paper because, like I said, this was scrap paper. So overall, they seem to be about the same. If I find that I like one more than the other, I will post it. But so far, it just feels chunky. Like, just using it, it doesn't feel right. Because, I mean, with a brush, you kind of need to be more nimble with it, which is why so many brushes have a thinner portion, which is what I liked about this, because the added length didn't bother me on this. It still feels like I can easily manipulate it, whereas this one, because it's got this weird bulbous, it rolls oddly, and it's not, it kind of feels clunky. Like if this was just a normal writing pen and I was supposed to just write in it, it wouldn't be bad. Like it would actually be good. It's just the shape of it does not encourage you to flip it around as needed. So, well, I mean, this was just a first impressions on this, so I may or may not do a video later on this, going on about how I like them, either way. But thank you for watching. I hope this helps you either make a decision or choose to try them. So leave some comments if you would like, and I hope you have a fantastic night and happy art making, I guess.